What's going on, family? How you doing? This is Ian, along with your second host, Kenyon Harris. Welcome to Love and Chaos.
I feel like I should say my own name.
Why you want to say your own name?
I gotta say my own name. You can't say your name and my name. Say
Kenyon,
your name, I say my name. We go from there.
you really want to do this again?
We're doing this right now. We didn't do it before.
You ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, to the
Nah, you're
Love
not
and
gonna start
Chaos
first.
Show.
You're not gonna start first. That's not.
Wait, why can't I start first?
That's not what we're gonna do. Listen, okay. This is our first episode, y'all. Give us a second. Stop
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, yeah.
Stop playing.
No,
Stop
I
playing.
don't
Listen.
understand why I
Okay.
can't. You want rock, paper, scissors it right now. What's up?
All right. Cool. Ready?
Paper, scissors, say shoot.
Ah,
Rock,
rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors.
say shoot.
That's it. You lost. Anyway,
I did
welcome,
get
family. How's everybody doing? And welcome to Love
hand
and
crank.
Chaos. My name is Ian Christie, alongside.
Kenyon Harris out here all day, every day.
See, this is why we don't let you say your name. Anyway,
We hate.
family, excuse
Oh, man.
us. Sorry about that little thing. This is our first episode. We learning how to make it go as we go. But this, man, this has been a long time coming. Okay, it's been
For
a
sure,
long time.
man. For
A lot
sure.
of people, a lot of people have asked us for this. They've asked us for advice. They've asked us to share it worldwide. People always telling us, when y'all gonna make a TV show? Like, man, I feel like this camera's following me every time I go outside. Anyways, the amount of times I have looked on the TV or heard on the radio the same thing I said like 2 weeks ago, somebody following me. I swear somebody following me.
You know what? I hear you, man. And it's true. Like every time we go somewhere, man, it's hilarious. I don't think we ever don't make people die wishing that we had a show that they could actually sit down and watch. Oh, you finally got your wish. 2024. Here
That's
it
right.
is.
That's right. We in the building. Love and chaos.
Yes, sir.
Where we give you the love and the chaos with a New York flavor.
That's facts.
So let me start off by saying hello. For all those that don't know me, my name is Ian Christie. Born in New York, just to get a green card from my parents, but that's not important. We're not going to talk about that. Used for citizenship.
I thought
Uh,
he was.
Came back at age 7. Raised up in the Bronx. Those are my stomping grounds. 237, 233rd, Gun Hill Road, 161, all around those areas.
Mm.
I've been through a lot of things. I've done a lot of things in my life. I've been through a lot of relationships, a lot of breakups, a lot of endeavors, a lot of
Petty
friends,
situations.
a lot of who situations.
Petty situations.
Oh no, I'm petty for real. Okay, I done been to the bottom.
That's the
Okay,
case.
I'm way petty. Okay, but that's not important. Uh, but that's it for me. You know, we are going to talk a lot more about ourselves. I'm gonna let Kenny introduce himself.
Thank you.
See, I let you.
See, wrong. All right.
I let you.
I was gonna say it anyways.
You
Okay.
have my permission, sir.
No, I don't think so. And wrong. Try again. Right? Listen. So name's Kane Harris. Love and chaos. Um, I was also born in the Bronx. But I've been all over New York all my life since I was a young kid. I think I've been chasing love and what it meant to be an actual real man, what goals, what values a man should truly stand for. Through that, pretty sought after strength, physically, grew up into mentally, realizing how important mental strength was. Um, and, I think I just been tracing this dream of what it really means to love a person, what it really means to be somebody that I can live my life and be proud for and just create as many memorable memories with other people and help as many people as possible, right? find that same love that I was blessed to have. So, I'm super, super excited for this podcast. Um, and I hope you guys are gonna get as much out of it as me and him are gonna give into it.
Yes, definitely,
For sure.
definitely. So what we gonna do with this podcast? We just gonna you just gonna drink wine on the first episode.
I'm keeping it real, keeping it loose. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna drink water though.
Oof. That's how you know who the love and who the chaos is.
Yeah. That's definitely how you know. And you know what's crazy? And it's not too crazy, but a lot of people would think it's the opposite. They would think I'm the chaos.
Yeah, I think so too. You are the chaos.
No, don't lie. Don't lie to yourself. That's dangerous. Don't lie to yourself.
You know what's worse? Because now it's recording. You see my face when I'm bullshitting. This ain't good at all.
Good. This is good. You guys are gonna get the raw
Ah,
versus us. And that's what we're gonna do with this podcast. We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna help as many people as we can. Feel free to send us any emails. That's the best way to get in contact with us. It would be bxdynasty718 at Gmail. That's BX Dynasty DYNASTY
hmm,
718
hmm.
at gmail.com. So
Okay.
that's how we gonna get. We have a couple of people already that hit us up asking questions. Thank you for all those participants that jumped in, had faith in us from the very beginning. We appreciate y'all.
All right, let's get into the content now, man. Yo, E, what we got for the first question?
All right, cool, man. So we got a question coming from Josh M. Sent by Josh M directly to us. It says here,
Okay.
there, Kenny and Ian. Congratulations on the podcast. Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate you, bro.
I just want to know one simple question. Who pays for the first date?
Hmm.
Now, as I said, Kenny and I have different opinions on multiple things. This is definitely one of them. So we're gonna go with your opinion first, Ken.
You want
Yeah,
my opinion first?
yeah.
Um,
Who paying for that first date?
I'm super traditional in that regard. So definitely the man pays for the date for obvious reasons. There's a thing to my madness, right? So not only do I like the idea, not that I'm opposed from a woman paying for the date, um, but it's just something where I would never expect the woman to, right? However, it is an oppressive factor that they would even attempt to try and pay for it. And I don't mean like, oh, I'm going to pay for my half. If you're trying to pay for your half, to me, that's a sign that this probably didn't go well. But if you're trying to pay for the whole date, it's a perfect sign. I'll say, listen, you can get the next date, you can pay for it, right? And pick the place, right? But first date, I'm paying for it. I'm definitely paying for it. And that's just my thing, right? It's a chivalrous thing. It's probably as close to a love you probably gonna get from me. I don't know. I'm on the chaos side to a bit, but a lot. It says a lot in that aspect when you see someone decide to offer when they're not obligated to do so in the situation, right? And that says a lot to me about the person and kind of how the date goes, right? And what their morals and values are. So there's a lot to unravel from that small moment for me, right? You took the whole entire free ride. I'm still not going to say nothing about you. But when we're in a few more dates and you still didn't try to pay for nothing, then we might be somewhere else in the near future. But what's your opinion? I'm curious. Go ahead, Ian.
You know my opinion, man.
Nah, I
You
don't know your opinion,
don't
Mister
try to act
King.
like you know,
Go
bro.
ahead, tell him.
You know my opinion, man.
Nah, I don't know.
Listen, man.
I don't
Listen,
know.
people. Okay,
Mhm.
I am a traditional man. I am. However, I do realize that tradition has gone somewhat out the window. I'm not saying that women should pay for the first date. I'm not saying men should pay for the first date. I'm saying whoever asks for that date should pay for the first date. It does not make sense to me. I don't feel like it's at that level of traditionalism anymore that a woman can go to a man, ask a man if he wants to go out with her, and then expect the man to pay.
All right, so let's play that real fast, right?
Go ahead.
Woman comes up to you. She says, "Hey, man, this is such a great time. I mean, you're a great person. I was wondering, you want to go out Saturday night?" And you say
Oh,
yes,
yeah. Okay,
right?
sure.
Okay, so we go out, right? They go to the bar. You and this woman's there. You had a great time. You did bowling. You had some drinks, right? Bill comes, drops it on the table.
Well, no, I'll reach for my wallet. I will.
You reach for your wallet?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach my wallet.
Oh,
But
okay.
here's the thing: if I reach, and you the one that invited me here, if
Yeah.
I reach for my wallet and you don't reach for yours, nah. Wait up. I need this split in half, please. Hey, this don't make no sense. That you know what? Matter of fact, okay, people. I know. I got a funny story for y'all. This, you know what I'm saying? I had a friend, right, back in elementary school, but this happened in high school.
Okay.
Now she invited me, female friend. She invited me to go to the movie. She said, "Hey, Ian, let's go to Big Plaza. Let's watch this movie." I don't remember whatever the movie was. Right now, she knows how I am. Okay, I've been, I'm traditional, but I realized the flow of tradition went away a long time ago. Okay, I went to that movie date, because it was technically wasn't a date. It was just two friends going to the movies. I went there with my Metro card. People from New York, you know what I'm talking about. Metro card, you had the little green student pass Metro card thing. Only two rides. So I
Mm.
went with my Metro card and like $10.
Mm.
We got to the front where we had to buy our tickets, and we both looked up to that little screen and looked at the movie, and we was like, yeah, that movie at that time. The gentleman on the other side said the price, and I looked at her. She looked at me, and she was like, "You're not gonna pay?" I was like, "You invited me. I ain't bring nothing but my wallet. I mean, I ain't bring nothing but my Metro card and $10. And I can't believe that you would come with me and not pay." Well, I don't understand. I don't understand how you came to the conclusion that I was gonna pay for me and you to go to the movies when it's, you the one that invited me. I'm saying back at that time it was matinee, so $10 was, it was, that's enough to pay for my ticket, just in case it came to the situation that she was ready to only pay for her ticket, and
Yeah.
then cool, that I would have accepted too. But the fact that it was expected for me to pay for both of our tickets, and you the one that invited me here, that's not how that flowed.
Yeah.
So we left. We
Ah.
left. Ain't nobody seen the movie. No, no movie was on. I saw a movie at my house. I saw a movie,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
okay, right? So that's what I mean, right? So just ladies, be careful for this kind of man, okay? You're gonna be in trouble sitting there thinking, oh, I'm about to
That's
go and we gonna go have this good time, and then when the bill comes, you gonna be
that's not that's
they're gonna
don't
be washing dishes together. That's what you know.
don't do that, because that's not what it is.
The good
That's not what
dishwasher,
it
I'm
is.
telling you.
That's not what it is. If you invite the person who sends that invite should be the one to pay for the day, man. It does not. I know you see videos. Everybody's seen those videos of like a woman will invite her friends or something like that. Nothing against women. Um, I have a wife, so I'm good. But there are women out there that have, and some men too sometimes, but I don't really see it from men that much. I more see it from women. But that the woman will go out with the man and bring her friends and expect the man to pay for her and her friends.
Ooh, nah,
I'm definitely that dude that would be like, yeah, nah.
that's a no. No,
I'm not.
I'm sorry. Listen, any woman who thinks they're gonna bring their friend with me, and we in the original discussion, it was just me and you, and then all of a sudden you have a friend with you. No, that's a clear sign that you're trying to use me out here. That's not gonna
Yeah,
work. No, 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 no.
yeah.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That
Don't be
means you
inclusive.
wanted to go there, but you didn't want it on your own dime. We're
Yeah.
not doing it. No,
And it's
no.
not like it's not a cheap thing. It's not. I'm not saying I'm cheap because I'm not.
It's not about
You
cheap.
know what I'm
It's about
saying?
it's about
It's about just the principalities, man. It's the principalities.
yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
definitely right on that. We could agree. Agree on
So,
that.
it's not being cheap. It's not, it's not, oh, he broke and all that stuff. Is like I'm not paying for your friends.
No,
Like it don't make sense to me.
no, but you know what? But that's what I mean, right? So the actions that happen on those dates, it tells a lot. It's a lot of those things that people will miss and they don't notice, right? Like if you're a man and you're trying to date this woman, right? And all of a sudden she has a friend with her that wasn't part of the original plan, but you're all going out, you're hanging out, right? And you're stuck with the bill at the end. You were being used, right?
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong. There are some men, if you're good enough, right, you can turn that bad situation to an opportunity, right? However, no, 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 no. Same thing if you go back to the first date that you have with a person, right? Obviously, if I'm going on a date with you, and because I want to go on a date with you, and I even if I say, yeah, yo, I would love to go out to this place, right? And I say, all right, cool, let's go, right? And we go out, right? I have every intention of paying for the date, right? And we'll have an amazing time, right? And then we go on a few more dates. And so for me, I'm like, all right, if it's going that good, and you're someone who says, oh, you know what? I got this one,
Yep.
right? That's impressive to me,
Yep.
right? If you're someone who a woman who would find themselves open enough to say, you know what, I'm opening the finances to you. It tells you trust me. It tells you you can see something possibly with me, right? Those are like the small little hint signs that you could get that are huge for somebody who would open their wallet to you, right? When they don't have to and you're not obligating them to, right? So for you ladies, if you're looking to show a sign of like, yeah, nah, I mess with this guy, tell them, oh, I'll pay for it. Or have a time when you're ready in your mind, like, I'm gonna pay for this one, right? Or at least I'm gonna attempt to pay for this one,
Yeah.
right? It speaks volumes to you as a woman, and as society likes to call, I used to hear this a lot on podcasts, high value women and what that is, which we'll talk about that because
Yeah.
that's a dying thing that people don't really get. And one of the things I do not like in most podcasts that I've heard from most guys about what they consider a high value woman, and their body count has to be low and they can't be showing X, Y, and Z. No, we're not doing that, right? Like, you want to know what a real high value woman is? We're gonna have that conversation of what that is, because that body count shit, the moment you decide to change and you want to be about love and you want to be about having a family and you want to make certain changes for yourself to be more stable and to find real emotion and connection, it don't matter what your body count is. The moment you've mentally made up your mind to switch up things, to be in a more serious state, in a more serious mode, you're already beginning on your path to being a high value woman. Period.
Yep. All right. So we gonna continue that on the
Yeah.
full wow. Ooh, explanation on another episode. Sounded like Kenny for a second. That's
You've
great.
been drinking water. You see that shit? I've been drinking wine. I ain't fucking up with my. Now you know what you're supposed to be drinking, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, son. Nah.
Alcohol.
But I saw a video, another video. I've been watching a lot of videos, but I saw another video. This dude paid for a date $1,500. I don't know. It was probably set up because videos be fake nowadays. This dude paid for a date $1,500, which is the same amount that I paid on my wife's birthday date. It's cool. Went to see a Broadway show and all that stuff. It was nice. Um, but then a dude walks up and he said, "Hey, how much is in your bank account?" And he was like, "Oh, I got like what, like $3,000." And he went to the girl, "How much is in yours?" So, "Oh, my dad just gave me 70K." He was like, "You got 70K in your account, you just made me pay $1,500 for this date?" And she was like, "Yeah, but that's my money. What's that matter? You supposed to pay for my stuff." I was like, "Yo," I turned it off because I was like, "Yeah, I'm not, I'm not going, you're not gonna catch me like that." But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. I saw that one too. Um, and that's see that, but there it goes, right? That's what I'm saying, right? Some would just be along just for the ride,
yeah,
right? Anyone willing to open up that financial bank with you is someone who's really serious about being with you. And it's not something you had to have a conversation or talk about. They naturally said, "Oh, you know what? We're out here. Let's buy coffee."
yeah,
You know what I mean? "Oh, let's buy this croissant. Let's buy,"
yeah,
you know what I mean? You didn't have to ask or nothing like that. That's those internal, natural decisions that a person makes that shows you truthfully where they stand with you, right? And if those
yeah,
don't occur, then where they stand with you is still unsure,
yeah,
right? Or not serious at all, right? And that's something that I took out that video was she's not sure about you if she
at
wasn't
all.
opening up, right?
Yeah,
And it could be the fact she know about your finances and it's not where it needs well where she would prefer it to be on that level, right? So
so
there's a lot to unpack from that video. But
yeah,
yes, I do agree in that regard. That would have originally would I would have been like, oh fuck out of here. But then been like, all right, I need to go work on myself and get my shit together, not with her, but
yeah,
my own shit. I need to take care of that
right,
because
right,
I can't feel like that no more. If I'm struggling and that's what's happening, I gotta make moves. And I'm giving myself to somebody and taking 5 steps back to where I should be, spending money that I have no business spending. Right.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
It's the eye opener to realize you got work.
Definitely, definitely. So I'm looking down. I know y'all see me looking down on my phone, but I'm looking down because we had another person that asked that same question. However, she did ask other ones that kind of tied into the same question.
Okay.
Um, this one I don't think we can really answer. It is, what is it that men look for first in women and vice versa? We can't really speak from the opinion of a woman because I don't know, neither of us are, in my opinion. But because
Well, you know what? I think we can, right? Here's the thing. I feel like we can give our opinion as far as, you know, we are concerned. And then as far as women, here's the thing, right? Philosophies with me is it doesn't matter whether you're a man or woman, right?
Mhm.
Personality is personality, right?
Yeah,
What you're looking for is what you're looking for, right? So we can have certain scenarios, right? So when you think about the first thing someone's looking for, you can't define it in one word, right? Because everyone is different, right? And how you were raised and how you were who you grew up with, whether you had both parents or one parent, whoever is that person's number one in their life is what is going to determine what they're looking for off the gate, right? Now, if most men nowadays everything is hypersexualized, so chances are he's looking how beautiful you are in the face or how bad your body is right before deciding to ultimately talk to you, right?
mhm,
So that's the most general answer you could possibly get, right? But you already know that already, right? So if you really want to talk about something real, right? Truthfully, when it comes down to personality, right? I think the better question is what can I show the person that they see first that makes it okay, I want this one or I
mhm.
want this person, right? And that's more, I think that that is more important than anything else, right? What you bring to the table. And I have these questions a lot with people, and most people can never answer this question, right?
Mm,
And if you're thinking about finances or something physical, then you're in the wrong ballpark, right? That
yeah.
is not something that is sustainable. You need something that's sustainable, right?
Hmm.
Being able to be a, an emotional support system, right, is extremely important. You can say you're good at that. That's an important quality that says, okay, so when shit gets rough and you are the person I can go to when I'm at my weakest, that's huge, right? That's the kind of stuff people fall in love with, right? It's proven. I promise you. You want to get someone to fall in love with you, you be there in the point when they are at their lowest point, right? Where most people or no one else is.
But a lot of people use that as manipulation. Unless you mean in a within a relationship, absolutely.
Yeah,
Outside of a relationship, if you are at your lowest point and that one person that you had a feeling was attracted to you before and approaches you and wants to be there, it's definitely manipulation to get you into that bed, man or woman.
right.
Definitely.
All these moves fall under the same person. It doesn't
Yep.
matter. And we're not just talking about, and that's a day old story, right? Even like when you're actually in a relationship and things aren't going right, who always shows up in that moment? It's always an ex or somebody who you
Yeah.
already knew kind of liked you but was still around, and he was waiting for his opportunity and it shows up, right? Those are those moments of temptation that come up, right, to challenge you on that, right?
Hmm.
So, you know, those are pitfalls, I like to call them, right?
Yeah.
But to really get back to that question, right? You need to set the tone of what you want them to see, right? Beyond just your looks, whether you're a man or woman, right? For me, and I'll give you a perfect example. What I look to set the tone for when I go on dates, especially first dates, I want you to have the best time you ever had in your life, right? And I'm an overachiever. That's just how I am by nature. So chances are, before we even had that date, we've had conversations about what you like, what you don't like, what you've never done before, right? And I'm going to incorporate all that information to pull up a date that's going to be something that you're going to really, really enjoy, right? And for that night that you enjoyed, I probably spent an hour or two looking up 10 different places, cutting things out till I finally narrowed it down to the
Hmm.
place that we end up going to have this great time, right? So I put a lot of work in showing that, yo, I'm gonna take the time out to blow your mind to start,
Yep.
right? Because I'm a competitive person. And that's something that really lacks in the dating world. Being competitive. No one is ever looking to be the other person's number one person, right?
Hmm.
That's what's missing, right? That competitive fire and edge is gone, right? Me, nah. I need to be the best at everything. I need to be the best kisser, best romance person, best lover, best dancer.
Yep.
I want to be always in your mind, right? I want to be unforgettable. And it's no different whether you're a man or woman. If you approach the situation with somebody you want as you want to be that person who they never forget, you'll always have them. You'll win 10 times out of 10, right? Even if there was someone else in the picture. The next thing they'll say is, I want this one, but damn, everything that I possibly could have is right here in front of me,
You need to
right?
clarify that part though. We're not condoning cheating on people.
No, 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 no.
You just
Just,
talking to the other
just
person.
just clarify. We ain't
Yeah.
talking about you in a relationship begging back and forth. We're talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
you in
Yeah.
dating situations, and you know how you sometimes get caught between two people
Yeah.
or three choices.
Yep. I know what you meant, but you.
I
Yeah.
know, but that's good that you just clarify,
Yeah.
right? Whether you're a man or woman, you want to compete for whoever you want to be with, right? But you have to make the time to really find out if that's who you want, right? But at the same time, you got to make a lasting impression. Whether it's the outfit that you took time to really put together to make a wow factor for when these men see you, ladies, to the guy who wants to come in and plan the date and hit so many points using the information that they got from the time that they spoke, right? That's going to come from the experience you make, but also a bigger part is you being comfortable with you, right? I've seen people plan dates and they're boring because that's not who they are, right? And that's the thing too. Knowing who you are right at the moment, trying to find that match, right? Or if you're actually looking to step up and be more than where you were before and add some extra layers to you, extra levels to you, that's going to be important. You do that, right? It'll only make you better. I heard this, it's funny, Ian, there was this was it Andrew Tate, I believe. I
Hmm.
was I was listening to him and he was saying how men have it hard because uh men have to be interesting, be fixers, be problem solvers, be something that someone constantly wants to be around, enjoy, and be a staple of just something that grounds them, right? And for the most part, I agreed with him, right? Because when I think about myself, I'm not somebody who just knows one thing, right? I know a plethora of different things. I do a plethora of different things, right? From martial arts to kickboxing to uh I
That's
got a
my
guitar that I play, right? I got I'm funny, I'm multifaceted in different comedic aspects, right? Like the more I've built myself, the more open I can be around
You
anybody.
think he funny, but he really not though.
I'm hella funny and you a hater because it's you. Okay.
man.
Yeah,
Listen, man, you talking too
the
long.
majority of
Okay,
damn things.
you
But you get
probably
what I'm saying,
yeah, yeah,
right? I want your opinion actually.
yeah.
Not
You done spoke for like half an hour, man. Damn.
my bad, man. I get passionate about this stuff, man. You gotta give me the cue sometimes, man.
All right, what you want me to do? You want me to be like this? I got you. Watch. Y'all gonna see that a lot. Like, a
Wow.
lot. I'm gonna put a timer on your ass. Anyway, my opinion, what to look for actually plays into another question that she does have, which
Oh,
is where do people find um people to date outside of clubs? So I say that to say first, first and foremost, what men look for and what women look for, which Kenny is absolutely right. It is really just under one category, regardless to the sex or the sex. Men and women are both looking for. At least you stirring it right this time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a fast learner, man.
We had to teach Kenyon how to shake his wine properly. But yeah,
We're claiming it was 2024 is how we do it now. He wouldn't accept it.
but for men and women, first and foremost, they want companionship. They want someone to rely on. That is something that is very, very, very rare to find nowadays. Uh, However, it is out there a lot. It's hard to find, not because it doesn't exist. It's hard to find because people don't trust people. Now, to be a true companion and be there to support someone, you have to trust them enough to know that your opinion, your statements that you make won't be turned into an argument, a whole big thing that you guys stop talking or you're screaming at each other, things like that. Number two, you need to be able to tell the truth. You need to be able to 100% say the raw truth, the harsh, whatever it is, truth. And the person that you're saying it to, male, female, whatever it is, should be able to take that. If they need to step away for a little bit, they can, and then come back and have the conversation. it's not a screaming match, what you gonna say? I see you. What's up?
I got a question for you.
Mhm.
In a situation, right, where most people lie because they don't want to lose something or end something too early before they
Mhm.
even have a chance to do it, right? So I don't know. Let's say in a scenario, right, where someone is having a hard time being able to fess up to a truth, um, because they're afraid that they'll lose the person.
Mhm.
How does somebody go about dealing with that, right? And wake up
Person,
the confidence to actually do it.
the person that is trying to tell the truth, or the person that's trying to
No,
hear it.
no, the person who's trying to tell the truth.
Okay, the person that's trying to tell the truth. How you build up to that is to have smaller truths told. Now, the problem is you have to get to that point before it's a big truth that has to be told. Um, because as you know, the longer you lie about something, the harder it is to tell. And it's not because it's hard to tell, but it is the person will take it a lot differently. No, a lot more different. Yeah, a lot more different if you say, hey man, listen, this thing bothered me yesterday, as opposed to this thing bothered me 2 months ago. Because then the conversation changes automatically from why didn't you tell me sooner? It changes to that instead of, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you felt that way. It's real quick change the longer you take to say it. So how you started off is with small truths, little small things that are like petty things that come across, well, not come across, that are things like I'm looking out for you. Like, like little stupid things like, oh babe, you got like something in your teeth. Oh babe, and that can grow up and gradually be to the phase of, babe, you might want to go take a shower. You smell a little musty. And that can then grow to like, oh, we have an honest relationship where we can tell each other things that are affecting us. And when you start that conversation, like, babe, listen, this is something that was bothering me yesterday or a couple hours ago. I just want to bring it to you, bring it to your knowledge so that it doesn't grow into something bigger than it needs to be. I really think you should pick your drawers up off the floor. I don't like that you leaving your clothes on the floor. Right? Telling them that in the beginning is a lot better than waiting until it festers and bores it deep, deep, deep into your head. And when you say it, you look on the floor and you look at them and you say, yo, I'm tired of you leaving your fucking clothes on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Tired of leaving the microwave always doors not closed
Yeah,
at your
all
time.
that
Why
shit.
is it always open?
And then, that person was holding it back. And you're like, you tired of me leaving you tired of me leaving my clothes on the floor, but I'm tired of you fucking not even being able to cook shit. I always gotta, and then that's it, it's off the rails.
It's a
You know
tit
what
for
I'm saying?
tat.
Yeah, tit for tat, like, and then it start getting personal. There's a whole bunch of it's a whole downhill thing, and it's just could be stopped with just straight communication.
Agreed. You
Okay.
know, and you know what? And kind of to circle back to that question, right? Where it's like, where do you find uh I guess dates or potential partners?
All I'm gonna say, I'm gonna answer that. Let me answer that first.
Yeah, yeah, do that.
I'm
You
gonna
got it. What's up?
That's that. Well, first, let me just finish with the last boop in that question that you asked me. Where do you find that? So, in all, the communication and telling the truth is very important. But the number one thing about you and where you find the confidence to be able to tell that truth is in the other person. It's not within you. You have to build that relationship with the other person, that the other person can take that and be able to have that conversation with you. This next question is 50-50. Like what is the 50-50? I mean, oh no, sorry. That's another part. That's another question that she asked. But let me bring that up real quick before I answer the other question of where to find people.
Okay.
She asked a question of 50, do we feel that relationships should be 50-50? Me, it is impossible for a relationship to be 100% 50-50. The woman and the man, or the man and the man, or the woman and the woman, or whatever, cannot bring 100% of themselves to the relationship every single day. Things happen. You have to be able to tell your partner, a partner can understand, babe, listen, I had a hard day today. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie to you, I ain't got it all to give. You know, we can sit on the couch, whatever, and spend time together, but I cannot give you my 100%. My brain is not there right now. And you as the counterpart should be able to tell them, like, okay, cool, no problem. I can cover for you and bring this relationship back up to 100. You know, babe, oh, I know you had a hard day. What do you want to eat? What do you want to drink? You want some wine? You want whatever? You want me to help you do this? You whatever? And sometimes that relationship won't even be able to hit the 100. You had a hard day, the other person had a hard day. But those days are the days that you guys need to support each other the most. Don't aim for 50-50 because it does not exist. Aim to just try to bring your relationship to 100. You guys are not in this to make sure that you guys take care of each other. You guys are actually in the relationship to cover each other. You're supposed to be able to make the other person feel comforted no matter what the situation is, and they're supposed to be able to do the same for you. You both should be able to go to bed at night and feel relaxed. Your home, your relationship should be your place of peace.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
You can give your answer to that, and then we'll move on to the next question.
All right. So I kind of piggyback off what he said, right? So you're right. Like the idea of a 50-50 relationship, I just think the idea is um the whole number system doesn't really make up 100, right? Like if you have a situation where one stays home and takes care of the house, one goes out and makes the money, right? One of those traditional ways, right? Dealing with the house, especially if you have kids, is a hard all day, not an 8-hour situation. It is usually a 16-hour situation, right? So even though you've probably worked 8 hours and you came home, or you maybe did a little bit of overtime once or twice, right? For the most part, your work is 8 hours and you come home. That person doing that house cleaning and making sure things are good with the kids, their hours of work are completely different. Theirs is a lot longer, right? Especially if you have multiple kids. So, and that's a side of the world that most people who are going out bringing in the bread don't really see and don't interact with, right? And I think the idea of everything should just be done all the time is, as given that we're humans and we're not perfect, is inconsiderate, right? It's not the right way to look at it, right? The idea is, even though, and that's something that I actually learned from a mentor that I once had, right? And he liked to tell me how he never turns off, right? He's on at work at 100 and he comes home, he's at 100. What does that mean? That means he comes in, he's like, yo, is there anything that you weren't able to get to? No? All right, cool. What was it? Garbage? All right, I'm gonna take that out. Dishes? Don't worry about it. I know you've been doing your thing all day. I got it. Let me go in here and take these dishes together. Boom, boom. All right, I'll feed this. I'll put that away. Right? You come in and you cover whatever's left to be done in the house. Right? And when you're both on your grind, you're not doing it all the time. Right? But when there are moments that come up, you grind out and you do it. Right? Because If you don't, you'll find that the other person overwhelmed, never feels helped, never feels supported, right? And you become this idea, well, I worked X amount of time, this should be done. I shouldn't have to do anything. That's the wrong mindset, right? We're all supposed to help each other. That's the whole point of the relationship, right? And it being a relationship, so he's completely right on that aspect of there being a 50-50. It's never a 50-50. All right. It's 100 and 100 until you can't give 100. Then that person picks up. If you're both not at 100 together, well, guess what? Don't be at 100 together.
Yep.
So you know what? We're gonna leave this alone for today
Yeah.
and get
Keep
ourselves together.
communication.
Yeah, yeah,
That's it.
for sure,
Communication.
for sure. Because if
I
you
don't
don't tell the
understand.
person you need help, you ain't getting help.
You know, I saw something, man. I'm sorry to cut you off. It just hit
No,
my.
you good.
I saw something. There was this Japanese man that his wife did something, and he did not talk to his wife for 12 years.
12 years?
They married, lived together, sleep in the same room, and he don't talk to his wife for 12 years. Still counting.
She cheated on you? You moved the
I don't know
neighbor?
what he did. I don't know what she did. It does not say. Like it was a whole article. It don't say what she did. It's literally he just don't talk to her. 12 years, bro. 12 years. At some point in time, he forgot about it. He don't even care. But he is like too late. It's like,
He's
yeah,
already used to not doing it
yeah.
already.
He
Yeah.
is the
It's funny because that's a deeper topic that you can actually get into. Actually, that's crazy. 'Cause
yeah.
that's actually how a lot of relationships are. When your communication cuts off and you're so used to not communicating,
Mhm.
it's just dead in the house.
Yo,
Absolutely dead in the house.
12
Zombies.
years. I can't
You know,
what she do? She probably like slapped him in front of something. Nah. That's
nah.
not that.
She was working at the nail salon and it was actually a massage parlor.
Oh, that's
She
racist.
was giving happy endings. It was
That's,
happening.
that's
Turned out where all the
racist.
extra money was coming from. Now he was offended. He was like, "How dare you didn't think I could take care of this house?"
That shit was crazy, bro.
I tell
12
you, took
years
me on
old.
vacation. Just you stay in the house all day. This is ridiculous. It's crazy.
Forgive him, please. He don't mean no harm. But
Chaos. Fuck that. I meant it. I said what I said. This is that. Speculation. All right. It ain't proven until you come out with the article what happened.
yeah, man. I can't imagine just living with somebody 12 years, don't even talk to them. Like, and it's not like he's not talking. Like, if people come to the house and he's with the people, he'll talk to them, but not her. And then when they leave, the house is quiet, done.
Hmm.
Like, I'm like, yo, what could have happened, bro? Like, what is that extreme? Maybe like a year. But I say that woman should leave. But I do know in that type of society, it's not really like you just leave.
Not part of the culture.
Yeah, it's not really part of the culture. But anyway, to the next question. Where do you find people to date? You need to find people. The only way that you'll find the person that you want is to get your ass out the clubs. Don't go to the club and look for someone that's wants to be outdoors and go hiking. Don't go to the club and look for somebody that plays video games. Don't go to the club and look for somebody that likes to go to libraries and museums. You're not gonna find them there. If where you find that person is doing the thing that you want to see them, that you want to do with them. If you want somebody to be outdoors with you hiking, go hiking. If you want somebody that plays video games with you, there are a lot of places that you can go and play video games in a community. If you want a person that library, go to library. Cooking things, go to cooking classes. Martial art person, go to martial art classes. Anywhere that whatever you want that person to be doing with you, you got to do the same thing.
Yeah. And mind you, perfectly said, right? And that's very true, especially nowadays where if you literally Google sites that have groups of people who like just doing the same thing, it'll be super easy to find,
Yep.
right? But here's the problem that most people have, right? No one defines what it is they're looking for, right?
Mhm.
All they say is, I want someone who wants to be with me. I want someone who wants to be in a relationship. I want someone who just wants to be faithful or treats me right.
And that's every single person out there.
Exactly, right? That you're not defining what it is you need, right? And the way you go about finding that out, retrack to every relationship you had, take the do's and the don'ts, highlight the do's, and say, okay, this is what I liked. This is what I like doing with this person. This is what I want to keep. That is how you'll do your start point and how to go about finding what group you need to go in to find the next person you want, right? And then you keep building from there until you get that perfect picture together,
Mhm.
right? And that's how you'll go about finding someone for you.
But you know what's so hard about this whole situation is that internet dating has become like a really big thing.
It is, right? And you know what? You don't get to find there's no real way to find someone genuine behind a profile, right?
Yeah,
I mean, come
it's
on, Chad
catfish for.
GBT, right? If I type in Chad GBT, tell me something that makes people want to talk to me, and he'll write some amazing situation. I'll copy and paste it, put it on my page, and you're gonna see it, fall for it, come through. And I'm not probably gonna be what you want, right?
Mhm.
What you're really looking for, right? And by the way, the reason why clubs aren't the best way to find people is because clubs are all about connection and dancing, right? It ain't
Yep.
about unless you came with that person you with at the club to get an extra connection, finding it and starting that type of connection before you even get into anything, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
Because everyone who goes to the club ain't looking for a long lasting connection who goes there single. They're looking for a
Yeah.
short-term connection. That's what it's for,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, and they have those type of clubs. Literally, like they have swingers. Swingers go to swinger clubs. They don't go to regular clubs. They go to swinger clubs.
That's right.
You know, uh, gay men go to gay clubs. Lesbians go to lesbian clubs. I don't know if there's transgender clubs, but whatever. Anyway, everybody goes to their own club because they're looking for that person. But then when you find the same person that has the same characteristics, different people look different, talk different, act different, but they do the same thing. In the end, maybe you should get out of that little search area and go find it somewhere else.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
don't mean, oh man, let me stop going to this club and go to the club down the block. No, I mean you need to get out of the club search. You need to get off the internet search.
Yeah.
Find because the internet has algorithms that will match you to those same people over and over again until you find something that you like. Algorithms are very hard to change. It takes a while to change them. You need to get out there because people are still outside and find
Yeah.
what you're looking for.
Yep. Literally.
But first of all, Kenny is absolutely right. Tell yourself, look into yourself and tell yourself what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, real talk. Because
Yeah.
yo, that's a huge missing piece for most people. I mean, I was with this coworker a few months back, and he was telling this story to this girl about how he was such an amazing man. He was a man of the house, and he's doing all this stuff, and she still ended up at some point treating him like disconnecting from him to a point where she just broke up with him. And the girl that he was telling the story to was like, "You see, that's some BS, right? He's only telling his half. What about her half?" And I said, listen, he doesn't even know about what her half was. That's why he still does. He didn't have an answer on why she left him.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me like, yo, you right. I don't know why. Exactly. Right. We don't take the time to really understand our goods, our bads, what we really want, what we liked. You need to define all those things to know what your next steps are, or else you're going to keep going in this revolving circle of the same exact person who already broke your heart. He just looks different, or she just looks different, right? I've seen men go to men and women go to women because they keep getting the wrong opposite sex partner, thinking it's going to change, not realizing it's you that needs to upgrade what you're looking for so you're So you mentally are open to a new person. If that doesn't happen in your mind, you're never going to be open to it. You continually find the same ones that were wrong for you from the beginning. Which, Ian, tell me what's the definition of insanity? What is that?
Oh, repeating the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different outcome.
There you go, and that's what everyone does in dating, bro.
Yeah, they not gonna do it though. You know why? I ain't got faith in. I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening to the podcast. But I don't believe y'all gonna do it. Why? I wanna know why. It's hard. It's real hard to take a look at yourself and tell yourself what you really need. It's real hard to write that down on a piece of paper and go through yourself, deal with your trauma, and tell yourself what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I got faith in them. You know what? How about we do this, right?
Mm.
For those of you who take the time, listen to this actual time, and you actually go about and self-reflect, send us an email at bxdynasty718 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Right? For those of you who actually took the time out, saw it, and realized it, you'll be doing two things. One, you'll send it to us, which we can always reply to you and kind of give you advice on the next steps. Also, two, the moment you actually put those words out there in the universe will set you up on your next step, I promise you. But it takes you to really know and define what it is. Take the opportunity to see that it actually works. We promise you, you will find yourself on the path to your next step once you've done that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, man, that's good, man. I think you should edit on.
Prove them wrong. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, prove this motherfucker wrong.
Nah, yeah, they're not gonna prove me wrong. We gonna get a couple. We probably gonna get a couple. Cause you know, you got a lot of friends out there that, that like your stupid ass. But anyway, we gonna get a couple. And I truly hope we do. And I really, really, I love helping you guys. I really want to make you guys the best that we can. We're not gonna make you. We can't do anything for you. All we can do is give you advice, but you gotta listen. You gotta do it.
Yeah, man. Like anything in life, you gotta follow through. Right?
Yeah.
You don't get that new promotion if you don't follow through with the task that's given to you. You don't get a house or a car or anything. Everything that you want in life, you have to do some sort of action to take it, right? Or else you're not gonna have it. And it's no different for finding a companion, right? The same way you'll take a training at work, the same way you'll get feedback from a survey or your boss, and you'll make that change to then get that promotion. It's no different from a relationship. Everything falls hand in hand. They all come back full circle, right? You have to be willing to build yourself personally to get what you want, right? And that's the only real way to go about it.
Absolutely.
Right? But we both wouldn't be on this podcast and doing this if we didn't have faith in people who are going to listen and really take from it and be able to really make something out of it, right? Because at the end of the day, all we want to do is see you happy, right? That's the whole goal of this podcast, is for you guys to find happiness, right?
Yeah.
So you got this.
Yeah, y'all got it, man.
Yeah.
We got you. You got us. Let's make it happen. Let's change the world, make it a better place.
That's right. Get you some of this, because that'll help you faster.
I got it. It's downstairs, but they don't need to be drinking. Drinking probably causes most of their problems.
Don't excessively drink.
You probably drank that whole bottle already.
No, I got a lot left. I'm not that.
Yeah, you like, all right, cool. That glass look a lot bigger than I thought it was. Anyway, family, thank you for watching our first episode. Reach out, not to us. You can reach out to us definitely, but reach out, touch somebody, help them. You never know what they need. You never know. You may be that helping voice to save somebody's life. We here at Love and Chaos, BX Dynasty 718 at gmail.com. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Yes. Have a good one. Good night. And You know, most importantly, for those who believe in God, put God first. Those of you who don't believe in God, listen, put your development in yourself first, and you'll find everything you need. All right.
Right.
Like,
Peace.
peace.